Soul Tribe, this is your daily check-in for August 7th, 2025. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, you're supposed to. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source, God, universe. I pray for positivity today. I pray to find the light and the silver lining in everything that doesn't feel so good. It doesn't turn out the way that I would hoped. I pray to remember how abundant I am, how beautiful I am, how creative I am, how free I am when encountering people who treat me as if I am less than. May I remember to adjust my crown. May I never get off my throne. For someone who struggles to have a seat on their own, may I always remember my worth. May I remember that I have the capacity to take care of the things that are before me. Nothing is too big. Nothing will ever defeat me. Gratitude. I pray that my soul tribe reminds themselves of the very same things. Please allow me to tap in and see what the overall energy of the day is, what we're working on today, what we're leaving for another day, and what we don't see coming. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. I don't know what this is, but there really is something about the way that I found myself kind of struggling through prayer today. And I have felt that energy the last few days, and have kind of ignored it, but it being louder than ever. You know, I don't know what anyone's situation is, but shout out to you if you keep talking to God, even when you feel like your conversations with God aren't so fluent, don't necessarily feel so natural in the way that it normally does. When it feels a bit uncomfortable, that's when you need to be talking to the divine the most. When you absolutely don't fucking want to. When your ego would rather take over, when there's other reactions that you would prefer to be having, and you still being led to the divine, uncertain of what to say, uncertain of what you need, uncertain of how to communicate, how to get the words out. You'll get there. You'll figure it out. Anyway, I don't think I could be here too long. Someone is coming for an appointment for my grandmother, but the overall energy of the day is the Nine of Pentacles out here in reverse. It being so hard because it's energy of someone wanting to like give up like this hyper independence, man, but feeling really unsafe to do so. You may find that you're not getting the support that you want from someone in particular, a certain partner, but there's this energy of they do help you. They do show up, or they do help you in some way. You have to be mindful when communicating with people about what needs you feel are unmet. When you feel like you need to communicate whatever needs they're not meeting, making sure that you are able to separate whatever the issue is from everything else. You know, I don't do, you know, I'm not the best in one area, you know, with this one particular thing, but you're making it seem like I don't do shit. You're making it seem like there's no benefit to having me in your life. This is how someone feels. You know, you may feel like they're trying to, you know, redirect the conversation, or there's something about this, you know. They're not. There's some truth to what they're saying. Multiple truths exist. What it is that you're saying and what you're complaining about obviously is valid as well. But someone's saying like it's the way that you're saying this, or the way that you think that I have no value just because we don't agree here in this particular area. Anyway, some of you let your guard down to let someone in only to find that they weren't responsible enough to be interdependent on, okay, or have an interdependent relationship with. Having to readjust your relationship with your independence, not feeling burdened by it, not allowing yourself to be burnt out, overworked, you know, really allowing yourself to appreciate, take in the freedom, you know, that you get to create in your life. And I also just feel like there's a lot of shit that has to get done or get paid for that you potentially were relying on someone else to help you get done, needing to shift your focus away from whether or not they're going to follow through, whether or not they're going to help. You know, with the part that they say they're going to, because I just feel the divine really blessing you and making sure that you have it. Some of you are worried about something that has to get paid or done that's coming, but there's other shit that this could be a really rough month. The fact that like certain kids are going back to school, you know, plus your rent and your bills, and you know, and there might be someone's birthday, and you know, there's a lot of things that are coming in, piling up at once. It's to trust the process, yo. Trust the process. The divine's gonna make sure that you're able to knock out one thing at a time. Do not allow yourself to get overwhelmed with all of the tasks that you have to focus on. I also want to remind you, for some of you, man, there are multiple streams of income that you're not tapping into. Some of you could get frustrated with someone. You make it look so easy, you know, or you telling me just like everyone, there's someone could be feeling this way about you. You're free, you do what you want to do, or you're looking at someone else this way. They're free, they do what they want to do, and they kind of tell you, I'm telling you, you got to get over here, you got to get on this side. And you're like, oh, shut up. Everybody don't have that fucking life. Or they're looking at you this way. Oh, shut up. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't live the way that you're living. And it's like, no, you can. And you can't wait until it's too late. You have to do it before you feel like you're ready. You have to do it while you're still doing whatever you're currently doing. You have to make in your mind whatever you're currently doing, that 9 to 5, your side hustle in your mind while you start that business, and make that business your first priority in your mind and your heart while still showing up. The shit ain't fucking easy. You work harder for yourself. You work hard when you think you work hard for the people that you work for. You think you got some work ethic now. Wait till you start working for yourself. You're gonna work harder than you've ever worked in your life. That's why you gotta honor that's why you have to rest and play as hard as you work. You know, but I just feel there's something about like, yo, you know, this is making it harder on me. You know, your lack mindset, you being in survival mode is making it impossible for me to be at peace here, for me to, you know, to manifest what I want, for me to live my abundant mindset, you know, to keep my abundant mindset, live my abundant life, because I'm sharing it with you in some way, or we have to coexist in some way. Come get you some of this. You deserve some of this. This is making you sick. It's breaking your body down. You depressed. It's affecting our connections. If some of you are trying to tell someone this, and they don't want to fucking listen to you, they think that you just, you know, lucky you. What a privilege that you get to fucking take that position. It is your birthright to go do what you love to do, to follow your passion, to be free. Why don't you know this? Or why won't you listen to me? Or how about we shift the focus to getting you to feel like you are worthy? You don't feel deserving of this, and then you get angry at me because I'm just a reminder of what you don't feel deserving of. All I want is for you to be healthier, and this is, you might need to mind your business. Mind your business. Back up. Focus on you, especially because while I see some of you worried about someone else and what multiple streams of income they could have, or the way that they could be juggling all their creative, you know, services, or you know, products, opportunities, whatever the fuck this is, you've forgotten that there's a few things that you do. When was the last time you did this and got paid for this? When was the last time you did that and got paid for that? When was the last time you promoted this service that you offer? When was the last time you promoted? Stop it's the fucking slamming of the doors. Like all the banging, all the noise. I guess I'm super sensitive today. Alright, I'm back. I got kicked out of my last live where y'all couldn't hear me. I'm back. I hope you can hear me. This is gonna be quick. Like I said, I'm expecting somebody to come. Just piggybacking off of what I was saying, kind of just to reiterate as best as I can. I'm just gonna say this. Listen, there are certain things that you do a bunch of little things. There's something you've forgotten you do. Go back and revisit it. Mercury retrograde and Leo shit. This could be a lot of creative shit that you do. You are a multi-talented person, okay? I need you to just to remember that. If there's something about trying to help someone live a better life, a freer life, man, just focus on you, on mastering yours. The people that you're trying to help really resent you for trying to help them, especially specifically talking to someone who's extremely in fucking survival mode, 222 on the clock, that you're in connection to, that is affecting you, affecting your energy, you know, genuinely not wanting to hear you. I feel like someone does not respect your expertise, doesn't think you know what you're talking about. Just be mindful of being in connection with someone. Everybody else that you're in connection with, you're authentic with, you know, you share your downloads, your gifts, your creations, and someone just, you know, being like, no, that's not for me, or I don't agree with that, or, you know, keep that away from me, keep that separate from me. Then we don't need to be in a connection of any kind. If there are parts of me that you don't feel comfortable with, or you don't want anything to do with, or I have to hide in some way in order to stay in connection with you, you know, have you on the thanks but no thanks. Someone's like, yeah, we could kick it, we're friends, we're family, we could talk, but don't talk to me about anything that really interests you. I don't believe in that. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that, you know. Oh, you know, you trying to tell someone you see or you hear, you feel something, and nah, no thanks. You know, you're coming from such a genuine place, so they know you don't bullshit. They know you're not a liar. Someone flat out denying, like, your professional opinion because it's being, you know, expressed in a personal setting, or they feel like you're biased in some way. It would benefit you if you were right. No, bro, it would benefit both of us if you would take a closer look at this, because I don't just be talking to be fucking talking, you know. But whatever. You know, whoever has this energy, for some of you, you really like relying on them or have to work with them for finances. The divine's going to make sure whatever the fuck you got going on, it feels really overwhelming or a lot you got to get knocked out, you will get it done one by one. The divine will make sure shit does not pile up on you in the way that you are feeling it or are expecting it to. Okay? Trust the process. Anyway, Queen of Wands is out here today. I was talking about this. Go watch the daily check-ins over on YouTube, man. They've been hitting crazy. This is day 3 in a row of this one big ass message. And yesterday all the other queens was out except for the Queen of Wands, and today she's out upright. She's the only queen out. So I just feel this energy of being more ambitious, getting in your bag, showing people how it's done. I could show you better than I could tell you, honoring the fact that you're a better leader. You know, stop waiting for someone to get it together. Stop waiting for yourself to be led, reclaiming your power, your throne. Even in my prayer earlier, this is my energy. I am the fucking Queen of Wands, big Leo, never the little one, you know. And as my prayer today in the first part of the daily check-in, it's specifically to make sure that I adjust my crown when I need to, and I never get off my fucking throne. For anyone struggling to get on their own, okay, that I never forget who I am. You know, so this may also be the energy of having to tap into some fucking healthy ego today. Have some self-respect. Okay, there's something about this. Someone offending you, someone hurting you, you know, treating you a certain kind of way, or like you less than, or it's not that real, like you're not that person, like you're not that gifted, you know, or like you're not important. There's something about this. Instead of seeking to get that validation from them to be acknowledged, this could be family, this could be a partner, this could be anything at work. Okay, you need to move like it. You move with a certain energy. It's undeniable, right? You know, a good one. I don't know why this is coming up, but it is what it is. You know, often as a woman MC, there's so many times or so many years, man, I've had so many women be like, you know, thank you so much for what you do. You know, it's so hard for us women, you know, in the game, you know, trying to get our respect from men. I'm like, because you still walking in here asking for it. You still walking in here demanding it. You can't hear me, can you? All right, I'm back. I had to take that call. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Danny says she hears me. All right, yo. Anyway, it's this energy of you still asking for respect. You still demanding respect instead of walking into a space and commanding it. You know, when I get on that stage, I'm not asking for anyone to approve. you know, having to walk out knowing exactly who you are. To the point where no one else would dare question it. And even if they do, it wouldn't affect you in any way. I also really feel this energy of someone acting like a fucking complete monster with you and the divine fucking telling you to be gentle with them, you know? Heavy on this energy of being gentle with them. See their beast, see their shadow, love them anyway. And you going, ugh, a lot of energy. You realize you don't love someone the way that you think you do. You are not as tolerant as you thought you were. Shit is not as unconditional as you know? Nah. I don't want to give you this. I don't want to give you my empathy. I don't want to give you my compassion. You don't deserve it. You haven't earned it. Some of you got to unpack that. You got to sit with that. Okay? This is not about turning the other cheek. This is about leading with love as best as you can. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. 8 of Pentacles out here in reverse, man. One, I feel some of you are absolutely under attack while you're sleeping. You need to cleanse your space. But also, I just feel like you can't wait for someone. If you need something in a timely manner, or if you need, if this is about money, you need a bill paid, you got to get on it. You got to tap into your gifts. You got to work double time, triple time. You got to work overtime. You got to work that second job. Some of you like, I got to flow. I got to ease. The divine will tell you when it's time to flow and ease and when it's time to get active. It's time to get active. Okay? Show up. And you'll find that as you grind, as you show up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as you put all your effort in, as you stay determined, as you stay disciplined, you are rewarded greatly for it. The 2 of Pentacles energy out here in reverse. There has to be a great shift in your fucking priorities right now. There's been a big flood of emotions, you know, wanting to be seen. That has to be put to the side right now so you can handle what needs to be handled. The divine got you on the back end. I love you. I gotta go. She's here. Have an amazing day. If you want to send me a love donation, I appreciate it. Also, full moon in Aquarius is coming up on the 9th. Right now, you go to my site, use promo code Big Aqua, and get 20% off your personal booking. So come, if it's been a minute, you know this, you're looking for your sign, come book your personal session. The Big Body High Priestess.me. Love you.